You like bowling? Want to pay full price for a bowling game where you only bowl and there's not much else to it? What about a bowling game that isn't easy to get into, unlike Wii Sports Bowling? Well, we got a game simply called Bowling. Here today to cover a bowling game for the PlayStation 1 under the D3 publisher Simple series of games. While most of the Simple series is trash, and not everything was released in the US because of it, I mean just look at Zombie Zone and Zombie Hunters 2 for example, bowling itself isn't that bad of a game. So let's talk about bowling for the PlayStation 1.
Okay, you get it?
The game is simple to control. You basically just select some options like name input. Sadly, you can't use ASS, as the game will detect the foul word and change it to something random. So select, if it's a CPU or player, what controller they will use. So if you're poor and can't get two controllers, let alone the multi-tap, you can share a single controller every turn. You can select the ball type, weight, and if you want guardrails for those who suck at bowling, let alone are old or children. Basically the only types that use bumpers in bowling. Outside of that, you can select power, speed of the throw, the direction you begin the throw, and then hope for the best when it comes to nailing the timing down right. That's the fatal flaw of this game. The timing bar. It spazzes out worse than a K-pop stan on Twitter hearing someone doesn't like K-pop, leading you to fail many turns bowling. Thankfully though, once you start to get the hang of it, the game is a whole lot of fun. That is till you get to quest mode, the only bad game mode in the game of 3 options. We'll talk about that one later. First, we'll cover free bowl.
Do I look like a happy camper to you? Didn't think so.
Here you can just bowl, alone, with up to 3 other players or CPUs. Select their difficulty level, name, ball, weight, and bumpers. Then begin playing 10 frames of bowling. Simple. Simple series.
I get it! I don't get it.
Thanks Japan for making a simple bowling game. Just what we needed back in the day. I never got to play this game till now, and I have to say, I missed out on simple fun. I mean, it's nowhere near as good as Wii Sports Bowling, but for the time, it's nothing awful. Outside of the time bar learning curve, the controls are good, and the AI does a good job as well. It rarely screws up, even on the level 1 difficulty. So you will have to bring your A game if you want to win. But one thing I want to bring up is the liminal space you play in. I mean, there's no other bowlers. There's nothing but darkness all around you. You just bowl forever in the void against AI. What the hell is this, in some ordinary gamers episode? I could see Muda having a fun time with that tone in this game gives off. It's calming, yet eerie at the same time. You can't tell what you're supposed to feel.
Maybe I even stand up and hit a little. Oh, what's that? The SpongeBob? Oh, being.
The quest mode sucks. It just sucks. Until you get good, avoid this mode. The time bar is the fatal flaw, as you need to nail pins in certain formations and restart the entire mode every time you lose. It's just a goal mode of getting pins and doing certain things. Not my cup of tea. I prefer more casual experiences. I'm not an angsty teenager anymore. I don't like competitive stuff. I'm more laid back now more than ever. But if you like competitive stuff, hey, you got an option in this game.
What the hell is even that? Ass!
The last mode available is Special. Here, you bowl to knock down 45 pins in a neat theme. There's something about the PS1 where designs like this really pop. The low polygons always complemented horror games, and this mode especially. The colors are neat, and the bad dragon butt plug pins are also quite neat.
Gay!
The mode only has 7 frames instead of 10. Also, the CPU can take a little longer here to bowl in comparison to free bowl, so be patient, as the PS1 is still a PS1, even through emulation. I did win in this mode, as by now I got the hang of the time bar. I felt so proud to have beaten Charlie, Muda, and Scott, to which brings me to the other bit of the game.
Boy, I'm a little hard right now, I ain't gonna lie.
There's also a high score scoreboard for each of the 3 modes, so you can see your progress to being the best, and that's about it. The game is simply about bowling and nothing more. It's Simple Series at its finest, without the massive problems like Zombie Zone and Zombie Hunters 2, so I'll give it credit. Finally, something besides Earth Defense Force to come from the Simple Series of games that's actually pretty decent.
Take one more last look around this beautiful world before saying my goodbyes to it. Damn you!
What's wrong with you?
At the end of the day, I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised at how good the game turned out to be. I was going in expecting crap. I mean, look at it. It's just bowling. The title is bowling. The cover art is bowling. You look at this and easily think this was a bargain bin title. Something you'd see at a video store to rent for $5 for 3 days, and that's about it. Yet I'd say it's worth your time, as it was mine. I had a fun 41 minutes with this game. It will come back sometime soon. Plus, unlike Wii Sports, it's easier to emulate this without the need of motion controls, so I can actually play this bowling game. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.